everyone, and welcome to our last day of the Twin Cities Film Fest. I'm a bit sad. I mean, not because I'm talking to these people next on my red carpet. I'm very excited to get more into the discussion of something we're screening today, art plus medicine. Speaking of race, is it art and medicine or plus?
Art and medicine.
Okay, excellent. That was my bad handwriting. You're a doctor. John, do you ever get accused of bad handwriting?
Oh, more than once. Thank goodness we have electronic records now that get rid of the bad handwriting, so it's a good thing.
An empathetic doctor.
Yes.
I love it. Well, we're really not really here to discuss that. But we are here to discuss. It sounds like we were talking a little bit before the interview. You've partnered with TPT. This is a series, and this began after, obviously, the most difficult moment in our state's life. Can you tell us a little bit more about that, Brittany?
Yeah, so we actually started, this is the second of 4 of our films together with the Center for the Art of Medicine, with which Dr. John Hallberg is the creative director of, and I work for TPT. And so we started this collaboration after COVID hit. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, the dean of our medical school reached out to me and asked if there was something we could do to buoy the spirits of people who are doing all this frontline medical work. Mm-hmm. And so I had a live show that I've been doing for about 10 years. That came to an abrupt halt because of COVID. I reached out to Sylvia Strobel, who's the president and CEO of TPT and a college classmate and friend of mine. And so we got this crazy idea, what do you think? And then a couple emails later, I was introduced to Brittany Shrimpton, this amazing, amazing, creative, talented director, and we put the show together, and it was so successful. It was picked up for national distribution on American Public Television and won a regional Emmy, and then we got greenlit for 3 more shows, and then we envisioned a series, and we knew that race had to be the focus of our second show.
Well, and I was able to watch the trailer, and I'm excited to see the full production, of course. You're talking, it's a very candid conversation, it feels like, and really the voices that maybe aren't being heard, or maybe the perspectives that aren't being understood. How has this project changed you as a filmmaker and you as a doctor?
I think it's always important. I mean, right now you're seeing 2 white people here talking, fronting this right now because some of our other members couldn't be here, but it's really a collaborative effort. And I think anytime that you can bring community in and you're bringing more voices in, you're getting a more authentic representation of what our communities are and what our communities are experiencing. And so I think that is one of the ways that it's shaped me, is the importance of just hearing more voices and hearing more stories.
Mm-hmm.
The people we feature in this film, I mean, there's over 30 folks that are, showing up on screen. All of them people of color, all of them colleagues, all of them physicians, with one exception. There's a medical student in there. But it's really, hearing their stories as physicians of color in this sort of post-George Floyd world was just so incredibly powerful, and it's a story that really needed to be told.
Absolutely. And it seems like you 2 are really perfect to tell it. Hey, yeah. Oh, look at your face. Why did you say that? Oh.
I think that we, with our team that we had.
Well, that's what I mean. As a collaborative, I think the voice, yes, I'm not saying, I don't mean to say that you are co-authoring or co-oping in some way. But I can see the sincerity in your eyes. I can hear the passion in your voice. And I can tell. I've done sales for a long time. I can tell phonies.
Well, that's generous.
And Brittany was saying this, we had a curatorial team that put this together, so that while Brittany is the director-producer,
sure,
it was really a collaborative effort, and it was a hard show to put together. I mean, I think because we had to grapple with some really difficult issues and feelings and history and all of that, and so I think what we came up, though, was we just kind of threaded that needle of being beautiful, a beautiful film, but also provocative and really deep and important.
That's the kind of, those are the stories we want to highlight at the Twin Cities Film Fest, and we want to elevate those conversations and promote that dialogue. Okay, so before I let you go to your screening, I would like to ask you, I prepped you a little bit. We like to do a fun question at the end. This is a film fest, of course. If there was a movie made of your life, who do you think would be really good to play you?
I mean, dream upon dream would be Tina Fey.
Oh.
But, I mean,
your lips to God's ears, yes. I would love her,
yeah.
Yes, Tina Fey.
So from a sensibility standpoint, I would love Tom Hanks, but he's aged out of a little older than I am. but probably Robert Downey Jr. Would be about the right height, the right age. But that would work.
And he's smart, right? Because he was, I mean, essentially Stark Industries. I mean, I assume all actors are their roles. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming by, talking to me on the red carpet, sharing a little bit more about this fantastic project, Art and Medicine, Speaking of Race. This is film 2 of the series, and we're screening it today at the Twin Cities Film Fest. I'm Tiffany Norton, and we'll be back in a little bit for a little more red carpet.